Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Caoimhin's had his Nando's, his fruit pastels, all weighed in, ready to go tomorrow night live on BT Sport. Buzzing?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Obviously I haven't been as active as I wanted to this year. No fighter has, but this will be my second fight towards the end of the year, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you've kept yourself busy in here, you got your PS4 with you, and a lot of food in here after the weigh-in, so you're doing the kind of a lockdown show, right?
Yeah, got to keep myself busy and active and keep my mind off fighting as well, so that's why I bring my PlayStation with me.
What can we expect tomorrow night? Everyone tuning into BT Sport. What are you looking to display tomorrow night? Just
another punch perfect performance. I wasn't impressed with my performance against Jed Smith in the early rounds. A lot of things went on behind the scenes in that in camp, and they were the reasons why I didn't perform so well. But I showed a lot in that fight and had to overcome a lot in that fight. So I'm just looking to pick up from that win, go out, be the best Caoimhin Agyarko, and that'll be enough to beat Robbie Chapman tomorrow night.
Obviously, he boxed recently as well. What do you think that Robbie Chapman brings to the table for you?
He's tough. He looks awkward. He's got big, long arms. He's only been stopped once by Brad Paul, so I know that'll be a tough task to maybe get him out of there. But I'm just looking to put on a good performance, get the room regardless, and if I have him hurt in there, then I'm gonna close the show.
And always good to get a stoppage on telly.
Yeah, definitely. I'm on a 3-4 fight KO run at the moment, so I want them tough tests. Like I stopped a kid 2 fights ago that had never been stopped. Jed Smith is a very tough opponent. Stopped him. Now this is another test for me, that somebody who hasn't been stopped a lot. He's only been stopped once, so I want them kind of tests. It shows me a lot about myself in there, and it's good to be able to close the show.
This is 7th, 8th fight.
8th, yeah.
8th. So you're moving quickly. Are you happy with that?
Yeah. 8th fight. I'm not, like I said, I wasn't as active this year. It's only going to be my second fight, but I'm happy with how we're progressing and taking fight by fight. I got to remember that I'm still 23 years old. I don't need to be rushed. I don't need to jump in the deep end too soon. But at the same time, if I progress rightly, then I'll be in some big fights very soon.
Yeah. Well, one of them might be, hopefully for yourself, the winner of the main event in Mark Efron, Denzel Bentley. I'm sure that would interest you, no? Caoimhin?
Yeah, definitely. It's a very good fight for me. Experience-wise, I'm probably just behind both lads in terms of fights. Mark's had 18-19 fights, so he has had a lot of experience. He's been a pro a long time. Denzel, I think we've kind of turned pro at the same time. He's had a couple more fights than me, but we're on the same page kind of, and it's definitely a fight that I would take both of them if it was the right time, right money, whatever. But I believe in myself and believe that I'm one of the best middleweights out there domestically. One of the best middleweights out there, so I'm just looking forward to keep on progressing and seeing what's next.
I know you said you sparred Denzel recently, but throughout your career, just name some middleweights, super middleweights, anyone around that region that you've sparred. I'm talking the top boys. I know you've done some rounds with Billy Joe, haven't you?
Yeah, Billy Joe will probably be the only one since I've turned professional. Like I sparred Billy Joe. I was doing rounds with Grant Dennis, my last camp. Good middleweight. I sparred Josh Kelly just when I turned pro. Obviously he's not a middleweight, he's a welter, but I sparred Josh Kelly, and there's a couple other lads that I've sparred of very good middleweights as well. That
must have been a good experience, sparring Billy.
Unbelievable. I was chuffed to be asked to come down and spar him and then potentially go away for the Canelo camp. Obviously that didn't go ahead, but yeah, it was unreal. I learned so much off of one spar. We only did 5 rounds, but I learned a lot off that, and it kind of showed me where I was at in terms of levels and stuff like that. So I was happy.
So you learned a lot off that. I'm not talking about in the ring, but where you're at, because you're talking about Billy Joe, one of the best fighters in the world, period, and to go up against that, yeah, you would have learnt one or two things about yourself, I'm sure, after that spar.
Yeah, definitely. Like Billy Joe's two-time world champion, an unbelievable talent, and just to be able to be in there and hold my own against Billy Joe's unreal. Both of us weren't the fittest that we could be, but it was a very good spar, and I enjoyed it and learnt a lot.
Okay. And with Denzel recently, how was that?
Good spar, very competitive. I've only had 2-week camp for this fight, and he's had back-to-back. It's only sparring, but it was very competitive, very close spar, and it definitely would make for an intriguing fight down the line.
But if it's not that route, then you're looking to perhaps get a shot with a world organisation in terms of an intercontinental title or some kind of title and get up in them world rankings, is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. I've always said from day one that British title and Commonwealth title, they're unbelievable titles to win, so is the European, but they've never been in my plans as a fighter. I set my plans out whenever I turned pro, and I got into professional game to be a world champion, period. No other belt interests me. I don't have a desire to be a British or European or a Commonwealth champion. I've set my sights very high. I want to be a world champion, period. I know how good I am, I know how good I can be, and with hard work I know that I will be a world champion. So if I can go down the WBO, IBF route to a world title, then I will.
Okay, love the confidence. Listen, best of luck tomorrow night here in East London, live on BT Sport. Everyone tune in, and we will catch you word after the fight. Is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
Thank you very much. Can I just give a quick shout out to my sponsors, Haynes Plumbing and Heating, Queensberry, Missile Recruitment, O'Neill Funeral Directors, and Colour Master. Thank you for supporting my career, especially in these hard times.
Top man, Caoimhin, best of luck.
Thank you.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.